Consider the set of all fractions x over y where x and y are relatively prime positive integers. How many of these fractions have the property that if both numerator and denominator are increased by 1, the value of the fraction is increased by 10%? So what that means is, basically, if I increase the numerator and denominator by 1, so I'm going to do that, that should equal that fraction increased by 10%. So what that means is it's 11 over 10 times x over y, which is equal to 11x over 10y. So it's true that x plus 1 is greater than 11 over 10 times x, and the reason for that is because y plus 1 is greater than y. So this means x is at most equal to 9. And the reason here is because once x is 10 or larger, 10% of x will always be larger than 1 plus x. So at the most, x is going to be equal to 9. So now I want to look back at this initial equation. So x plus 1 over y plus 1 is equal to 11x over 10 over y. And basically, I'm just going to try to isolate y. And I'm going to do that by multiplying both sides by y plus 1 over x. And we're just going to work from here. So now I get x plus 1 over x is equal to 11y plus 11 over this should be over 10y x, or sorry, that the x will cancel in the numerator, so we just have over 10y. Then I'm going to split this up into, this is 1 plus 1 over x equals 11 over 10 plus 11 over 10y. And then we've got, I'm going to simplify this to, I'm actually going to, if I multiply both sides by 10, so do this, I get 10 plus 10 over x equals 11 plus 11 over y. So then now if I subtract 11 from both sides, I get 10 over x minus 1 is equal to 11 over y. I can simplify this to 10 over x minus x over x equals 11 over y. So then I get 10 minus x over x equals 11 over y. So flip the numerators and denominators. So this is also equal to x over 10 minus x is equal to y over 11. Multiply both sides by 11, and I get 11x over 10 minus x equals y. So we got y by itself. So since x and y are integers, this means that the only possibilities for x are going to be 5, 8, and 9. And so it takes a little work to get here. Basically, I just try with positive integers up to 10. So first trying like x is equal to 1, 11 times 1 over 10 minus 1. Well, that's 11 over 9. That's not an integer, so I keep going. So if you do that process, you get that y comes out to an integer when x is equal to either of these values. So when you plug these in, so let's say when x equals 5, we get, when I plug that in, I get 11 times 5 over 10 minus 5. So I get 55 over 5, which is 11. So actually, it's true that 5 and 11, they're prime numbers. So they're relatively prime. So we've already got that. Now I'm just going to check the other numbers. And if you check the other numbers, x equals it to 8, you should get that y equals 44 when you plug that in. So 44 and 8 are not relatively prime, so that doesn't work. And then when I plug in x is equal to 9, when we do that, I get y equals 99. Those are not relatively prime. So it only works for this one pair when x is equal to 5 and y equals 11. So the answer is, for how many of these fractions have this property, it's just one. So choice B.